Hi guys, it's April and we are back. We are back into doing crystals. The goal today is to finish at least one side of all of these crystals with this colorant right here. That is the goal I set for myself today. So that way all we have to do is go back with colored pencils and then we can do all of the rainbow sides of the crystals. I'm going to tweet out the live stream so that people know that we're live, and then we will just get into coloring. Welcome, Tara. So that should be the name of the next live stream that I do for this page, because I like it. I'm gonna bring up the chat real quick. Live chat, there we go. Go ahead, lurk away. Lurkers are my favorite. Granted, you guys are all my favorite, so I don't know how that statement holds up. Okay, so for this different color variation, I've got R32, which is peach. And then I have the, let's see if I can get that on screen. Will it focus? Focus! I might be too close. But that really blurry blob reads R56 current. And then I have E18 copper. So I think last time we were all the way down here, just going crazy. Because that's how we roll. Dun-dun. Okay, start with our ducks. Just gonna get it in there. Well, I'm glad you could pop in even for a little while. And a birthday party sounds fun, right? This is our 8th time doing this page. Granted, that one time it was a complete, okay, we gotta start the stream again, but I'd say we've spent over a day on this page so far. If you include that day having sleep in it, which I do, because sleep is amazing. How, right? So I give myself really ridiculous task. Plus, you know, it's probably better to get mad at a piece of paper rather than at an actual human being. They've all got different kind of rock structure pieces and elements to the pages, which is why they gave it the name Geomorphia. But I mean, it's not necessarily ridiculous like this page. That is for sure. I have words that I want to say, but there are a lot of pieces to the landscape because that's just how Kirby does his drawings. So depending on how much detail you want to get into, his pages can be a bit of your life. But I also know people who have done this page in just a couple of hours just because of how they've chosen to do the different crystal styles. It's not the color I want. Like I said, I'm just a little bit over here on the crazy spectrum. Never been one. Okay. I think we're back. Can you guys hear me? Are we good now? Because I did an oopsie and I forgot to take my phone off of Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi is, well, I don't think it's the Wi-Fi. I think it's the internet. So I have been live streaming with cellular data for the last couple of weeks, which I think is working better than my Wi-Fi. Okay, we're back. And we've got color. We got color. Oh, I hope we have color. Otherwise, this is going to be a very bad coloring stream. And we've got sound. Okay. It's all good. And it's not going to happen again. Because I'm... Are we back? I think we're back. I think now the internet gods are just mocking me. Okay. Well, maybe it's not going to be on my end of things. Oh, goodness. We will prevail. I know it. Just going to keep an eye on it. But we do have plans to upgrade to a gigabit internet stream. So hopefully, from here on out, any of that kind of technical issue won't be on our end. But I haven't quite made that move yet. So thank you for sticking with me. How has everybody's week gone? What are you reading? What are you coloring? For me, Read-A-Rama took over my life last week. And so I have a vlog up for every single day of that. You can slowly watch my progression into madness. But overall, this week didn't go too bad for me reading-wise. But, oh, thank you. Yeah, I just, for whatever reason, I love the combination of browns and peach tones. I just like it. I like it a lot. How do I want to do this? But weather-wise, this state has just been smashed. Because we started out with a week with ridiculous amounts of snow. And then it rained. And now a good chunk of Nebraska is completely underwater. I mean, I've been extremely lucky where I'm at, and I am very thankful for that. But most of the state, that is not the case. So I know lots of people who have been evacuated from their homes. There are a ton of that have been completely washed out. So travel through the state is atrocious right now. The Girl from Everywhere. I think I've actually heard of that one. I don't remember a lot about it, but are you liking it so far? Hi, Shay. Welcome to the live stream. So yes, I have been keeping an eye on Facebook more than I probably ever do, just to make sure that my people are okay. But the pictures and the videos that are coming out from all of the flooding are just terrifying. There's one video from one of the bridges up at the Niobrara where you can literally see the bridge starting to float down the river. I mean, thank goodness there wasn't anybody on the bridge, but still. Well, you'll have to keep me informed on how you like that book. I'm interested. Yeah, it's very true, Tara. There is a ton of flooding everywhere. And it's really hard when you live in a state that's pretty flat as well. So there's not a lot to stop the water. I haven't picked up a new book yet. I mean, I still got the Kenville incident just sort of sitting up on my side table. Haven't truthfully decided if I'm even going to attempt that again or not, or if it's time to just give a DNF review. But after that, I'm in one of those places where, you know, when you read so much at once. Hi, Elizabeth. All of a sudden your brain's really, really numb and you can't really even contemplate what sounds good. Kind of in that point. I mean, part of me is thinking about picking up Slayer. The other part of me is thinking about picking up A Curse So Dark and Lonely. But I know I'm going to need like full brain power for both of those books. Excuse me. Simply because both of those books I really want to get into. And I need some kind of processing power. So I'm trying to think, maybe I'll find a book that I can just veg out to and I don't have to contemplate too hard. But I don't know. I don't know what book that would be. Oh, yuck. I am so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Because, yeah, I completely understand. We have been fighting some kind of crud in this house for so stinking long now. It's one of those ones that you think you get over and then all of a sudden it's back. Like, what is this? We all love the beautiful girls. Sorry, I just kind of like jumped into that conversation. That's an interesting title. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. See, and that's kind of what I was thinking about too, is finding some kind of just contemporary quick read or some kind of manga that isn't too heavy, something lighter. Because I know I've got Fuku Fuku and Chi Sweet Adventure, which could probably just... I've also got the Soulless manga that I could probably probably do. I've also got Brandon Sanderson's third graphic novel in the White Sand series. So maybe. Ooh, I will look for that photo. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, focus, April. Focus. Slow and steady. I did get my hair done last night. Granted, it was like 1 in the morning by the time we were done doing my hair. So I'm excited to at some point actually do my hair and show that off. I think you guys will be a little bit surprised that I don't have any crazy colors in my hair this time around. And there's a reason for that, because in less than 2 weeks, my old roommate is getting married. And so I've never done this before. So this is like a new experience for me. But I've got hair extensions for my hair for the wedding day that we've dyed teal. So that way the color won't fade before the wedding. But this is definitely going to be a new experience for me. Is hair extensions, because I mean I've done a lot of crazy things in my hair, but I've never done hair extensions before. Now the hair extensions aren't adding length. It's just mostly adding that little bit of teal. And I did chop off a good chunk of my hair again. So yes. And she did also leave me 3 other pieces of hair extension that she didn't dye because she no longer wants to use them. So I'm thinking I need to dye one of them, color one of them. I always use the wrong adjective for that. Adjective? Noun? Verb? Verb. I always use the wrong verb. Well, it's so early in the morning, but it's not early in the morning. I always use the wrong verb for that. I can possibly color one of those hair extensions pink. And then I'll have a third one that I can find a random color that I think would be fun to, clip in and out of my hair. I don't know how often I actually use something like this, but oh yeah, they are. Yes. I learned how to clip them in and out of my hair last night as I was slowly falling asleep in the chair. Oh my gosh, Tara. Probably. Well, why else do you think there's so many of them? I'm just saying. There's a reason that they've multiplied so ridiculously. I'm just going to leave that statement right there. Just hanging out. That is not the right color. You guys are so distracting. I love it. Color that one a little darker. Trying to remember what else happened this week. I don't even know. Don't. Hi, Elizabeth. Trying to think. Oh, yes. My front tire is still very much naked. No hubcap to be found. I was looking for it the morning after I hit that pothole and completely knocked it out. The morning after, even the day when I was leaving work, I was kind of trying to keep my eye out for it, thinking, you know, well, maybe it's still on the side of the road and I can just pick it up and pop that sucker back on. Nope. It's nowhere to be found. It has officially run away from home. Don't think I'm going to see that one again. Got to love spring and pothole season. Well, only the one front tire matches. All the rest of them are desperately clinging on. No, the whole time I was driving it on Friday, I kept on thinking, I'm like, I've got a Michael Jackson car. Oh, it's only got one glove. Except for it's the Michael Jackson in reverse. Are we back? I think we're back. I don't know why we're going to have to play this game today. I was hoping we didn't have to play this game today. It's okay. I've got my Kool-Aid here. Not really Kool-Aid. Strawberry lemonade, but, you know, sugar and chemical flavorant. It's all the same, right? Not being too terribly careful. Well, maybe we'll get done with these crystals today, if the streaming allows us to. It's just so interesting how some days we can do this without any issues whatsoever. And then there are days where all heck breaks loose. Oops, that was the wrong color. It's okay. It's okay. We can work with this. I can understand that. There are times where whatever, especially when you're in certain direct light and it's just completely shining back up at you, you can't read the numbers on them. There's no way. And I know they're using some of the metallic ones just to be a little more fancy, but I'm like, using white on dark colors and black on light colors probably would have been easier to read. Ooh, an Ollie's. Nice. That could be dangerous. Welcome to the live stream. The more the merrier. So excited that all of you guys are here right now. I promise I won't do anything too crazy. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that promise. I'm pretty sure at some point during this stream, the doorbell is going to read. The doorbell is gonna read? How can a doorbell read? Okay, the doorbell is going to ring.
I was technically good.
And then the dogs are gonna go crazy. So you get to hear the song of their people. I don't want to tear. Oh my gosh. Why can't I connect the right words to my mouth today? I don't want to terrify anybody off of coloring this picture because it's actually kind of fun and a little bit therapeutic, just a lot of time. That, and I'm hoping it'll be one of those pictures at the end when it's finally all done that you can just kind of sit back and be like, I was in the middle of coloring this thing and I was questioning all of my life choices. But now that it's done, it's amazeballs. I don't know why you'd use that voice or those words, but, you know, I gotta embellish a little bit. Keeps life interesting. I am using, this is Peach R32, and this is R56 Current, and then E18 Copper, at least for the more subtler sides of the crystal. Wow, that is nice. And really, really super exciting. So many new coloring toys to play with. So I'm supposedly supposed to be getting something in the mail on Monday that will probably show up in a video on Tuesday that I think you guys will really like. I'm kind of excited for it simply because dragons may be involved. That's all I'm saying though. Dragons. Oops. That's okay. I'll go back over that with the right colors when I get there. Like I said, I'm not being too careful because I'm going to be coming back with all of those other colors and it's going to kind of blend itself out. See, and that's what I kind of figured, that there would be other people that really liked dragons. Dragons and unicorns. Because theoretically, I was born in the year of the dragon. So dragons are my people. I don't know why I said theoretically, because you're either born or you're not born. So I was born in the year of the dragons. Yep, I am making you wait. Well, mainly because, I mean, I have to wait until Monday myself. But I promise I will film it and edit it so that it's up on Tuesday. And then I'm probably going to pre-film something that will be up on Thursday or Friday. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Because on Thursday, I'm going to one of those places where you like paint a picture. There's an instructor who tells you how to do a certain picture, and you can copy them and add your own flares and whatnot. But there also will be wine involved. So, adult painting class. Well, the adult as in there's adult drinks, not that there's adult content. Because that would be awkward. Ooh, I will look for those videos. I will be stalking YouTube. That's what I will be doing as I'm doing my taxes today. Woohoo! Taxes! I mean, it shouldn't take me too terribly long to do taxes. It's just more of getting all the stuff together, logging into all the various different accounts to get all the tax paperwork and all that fun jazz. Well, hi. Welcome. I'm glad you could stop in. We're just talking nonsense over here right now. We actually had a baby over at the house yesterday. And that was a new experience for the hellhounds. I don't think they knew what to do. They're like, what is this thing? And why does it smell funny? And why do these random sounds keep coming from it? The cats, on the other hand, terrified. Terrified as heck. They always have been. Because my old roommate used to have a newborn photography studio out of my house before she moved. And so we had quite a few babies in and out of the house, but the cats just nope. They just noped out of the room every single time a baby would move or cry or... The baby, oh, Penny's 6 months now? Yeah. So she was 6 months. But the hellhounds actually did a lot better than I expected them to do. They were our early detection. Not that we needed early detection for when the babe was making sounds. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Babies are terrifying. Was a little bit with the cats myself. I'm like, meh, that's cool that you have a baby, but you can keep it over there. I don't want to break it. Yay! I'm glad it makes your heart happy. It makes my heart happy too. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, and I did see that Adobe has come out with a new video editing kind of tool that is supposed to be more in line with iMovie. So, I mean, it's got some of the crazy Adobe editing features, but it's more of a simplified version like iMovie. I'm thinking about trying that at some point, but part of me is like, I have my method down for iMovie and I have all my graphics and transitions already figured out, so I can edit pretty good in iMovie. But the other part of me is like, there might be more features in this new tool, and I can't even remember the name of it, to tell you the truth. Those are some pretty big babies. I'm assuming they're perfectly capable of changing their own selves right at this point. LumaFusion. I haven't ever heard of that one. But yeah, I'm trying to remember what the name of the new one is. I don't know. It'll come to me at like the oddest moment. Be in the middle of doing laundry and I'll be like, oh yeah. Like, how do I tweet this out without sounding like a lunatic? So I was just standing in my laundry room, contemplating the meaning of life. Because that's where the meaning of life usually comes to people. Because let's be honest, I spend way too much time in the laundry room. Can I just say, all of you moms are absolutely amazing. I have to give props to you guys, because I don't know how you guys do it. Thought of being a human mom. Terrifying. That's what I've heard. That it's a lot of hard work, but worth it. Ooh, that's not a bad price. Dun, dun, dun. $20? $20 one-time fee? We're slowly getting there. I don't even know why I have that tune stuck in my head, or where that tune came from. All I saw was risotto, and then my brain just kind of like whited out. So if you could pack some of that risotto in a to-go container and just kind of mail it to me, that would be great. Oh no, Robin. Well, I hope you get over the strep quickly, because strep throat is never fun. Ever. It takes you an hour for it to render? I think I would go crazy if I had to wait that long for a render. Then again, I'm probably just like a little spoiled. Okay, I mean, I guess I could see that. If the video itself is 45 minutes, it's probably going to take about 45 minutes to output it. I don't know, I'm just kind of used to doing my 5 to 20 minute video and then exporting, and it only taking about a minute or 5 for the video to poop itself out. The technical term. Granted, what usually ends up taking me the longest is when I color correct my videos in Photoshop before I even start editing. Usually I have to set that and walk away, because that'll take a good 30 minutes to an hour to do. Just like I said, I'm sure there are easier ways to do that, which is why I'm looking into this new piece of Adobe software, because maybe I can color correct and edit in the same piece of software, and I won't have to do my crazy Photoshop hack, even though I kind of like my Photoshop hack, because I really love adjusting all the different curves. Ooh, do we have more people? Welcome! I may have missed you in the chat. I apologize, but welcome. Welcome to this endless cycle of coloring crystals. Endless. It's like the never-ending story. Each time you open it up, there's still more crystals to color. But it's never the same. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Never-ending story! You're welcome for that, guys. Can you tell I'm slowly waking up and getting a little bit crazier? Well, I mean, it depends on where you purchase them. So most of mine I have gotten from Dick Blick. And if I remember correctly, the chows, I want to say 3 something. I'm going to get my handy dandy super roommate to look up the price for me. But I think the chows were somewhere between $3 and $4. And then the sketches were a little over $5. And those are relatively cheap compared to what I've seen them for at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, because you can spend 8+ on a sketch if you're not paying attention. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you could hang out for a little while. I'm assuming you have an iPad Pro then, if you can split your screen, right? Because I don't know if the other iPads let you do that. I love the iPad Pro. Okay, love is maybe a strong word. I really, really like the iPad Pro. Because I get to use one for work when I'm doing interviews and such.
Chows are around $4.
Chows are, so it's like $3.95 around that area, $3.95 for the chows.
Yeah. And what was the other one?
The sketch. I'm guessing that's like $5.50 some, $5.60 some, if I remember correctly. It's just been forever since I've actually purchased.
Yeah, $5.85.
Okay. I was off by like 20 cents. $5.85 for the sketch. And I believe the originals are probably cheaper than the sketch, but more expensive than the chows. If I remember correctly. Maybe I'm thinking of the original price. Well, you're welcome. Because, I mean, even sometimes Dick Blick will give you bulk deals. So if you buy so many, then they're a couple cents cheaper each. Yep, got the theme song stuck in my head. Welcome. I'm glad you could join. But you showed up, and that's all that matters. I'm not picky. Just excited that you guys are all here. Bring it over here a little bit. I am super excited about the fact that this is probably the first stream in a while where I can actually breathe. And I just now realized that. And it's amazing. Watch as all of a sudden I get congested. Start sneezing in your guys' ear. It is ridiculously sunny out right now. And every once in a while I keep looking out the window It's amazing, and I love it. I almost don't need my desk lights right now to film because it is just so bright in this room. Aw, thanks. Well, I hope you get all of the awesome coloring utensils soon. To be fair, I started out with, was it Stadler's? I think I just had a bunch of old Stadler markers that I used. And then slowly over time, my collection has amassed into the ridiculous that it is. Which I keep thinking that I need to film my coloring supplies. And then I get distracted by life. And that doesn't happen. But if I'm gonna have that one coloring video on Monday, maybe the week after. Or maybe I'll just do like an Instagram live. Then you guys can come and harass me about all the things and ask all the questions as I show you things. You have a good day too. And oh my gosh, I totally forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. Oh. Well, I suppose before I go anywhere today, I should probably put some green on so people aren't ridiculously mean to me. And by people, I mean my best friend, because she's like that. I will get pinched so stinking hard. I mean, like, where did that tradition even start? Because it is just silly. I don't even know if I own any green things. Green just isn't my color. I mean, I got a ton of teal, which I guess is sort of greenish, sort of bluish. Oh, I wish that was true. She does it out of love, let's be fair. She grew up in a place where St. Patrick's Day was a huge event. So she takes her Patty's Day very, very seriously. Man. Now I'm craving some corned beef and some cabbage. Maybe a runza. Nice loaded potato. I think we're actually having pot roast for dinner tonight.
Close.
I mean, it's not necessarily corned beef, but you know, when the food is free, I will eat it. I'm glad I'm not the only one who realized that today was the 17th. Oops. Slowly but surely. It's actually been around for quite a while. I actually have an artist friend who was watching do the acrylic art pours. Ooh, it had to be about 10 years ago that she was doing these. But I think it was mainly just artists at that point who were doing those kind of pours. Don't think it hit mainstream until recently. And I would like to blame Jenna Marbles for that, because she did a whole video over that, and I think after that point it's just kind of exploded into the mainstream, people trying to do it. Yeah, I mean, the pieces that come out of it can look really, really, really pretty, and part of me wants to try it at some point, but at the same time it's like you have all this extra paint that you paid for that you just put on the ground. And it's not like you can pick it up and use it on another canvas, because at that point it's all mixed together and muddied and not necessarily want to use. Oh my gosh, there's a toothbrush right there. Found the toothbrush. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. About 10 years ago, it really started hitting the artist scene. I don't know, maybe there's a way to save the paint and reuse it somehow. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it gets mixed together at that point. So, I mean, I guess if you need brown paint, you've got brown paint that you've mixed yourself. But each time you're going to get a slightly different tone of brown paint. But I mean, you're also speaking to a girl who splatter painted her bedroom walls. So I am a good waster of paint. I'm surprised my mom even let me do that. My mom is a saint. Especially since after I moved out, she sanded the walls down and repainted them. Oh, goodness. The things I've put my mom through. But hey, she hasn't painted over the bathroom that I did, because I painted one of the bathrooms in a seascape. So, I mean, there's seaweed coming up from the base of the footboards, and there's some rocks with a starfish, and I've got a whale, and then I did a little seal that's peeking over the shower stall, because, you know, what's creepier than somebody watching you take a shower? And a couple fish. Like, not paying attention, reading the chat, don't mind me. Yup. More crystals. Welcome. Well, it's like I was trying to think of... Yeah, and next time I'm at the house. Right now they're remodeling the house, so I don't know when I'm actually going to be able to get into that bathroom. But yeah, I was trying to think of a name for this live stream because I'm like, I feel like I keep just typing coloring crystals in Geomorphia. So I was being a little snarky this morning. We're like, we were doing so good. And then it just, bach. Oh my gosh. May joined and it all went poof. Oh, why? Internet, why? I think we're back. Pretty sure we're back. Maybe. Please. I'm just gonna like move my marker around. See if my screen follows it. Guys, they're still buffering. Please tell me you're not still buffering. It's just YouTube, you know, spazzing out because you're so awesome, May. It's like, oh my gosh, May is here. Nobody panic. I don't know why I just got that dramatic about all of that, but you're welcome. Man, what? The guinea pigs are leaving some residue on my book. Looks like we're a little pixelated on my end. Pixelated over there.
A little bit.
Good grief.
I have my quality knocked way down then.
Let's get it together, YouTube. Please and thank you. It's like I even left my phone unplugged so that it wouldn't overheat. Bah. Lost track of what I was even thinking about and what I was even saying. Wasn't too important anyways. Excuse me. Well, I'm glad you like them. Do I wanna? Yes, I'm doing it. It's already being done. Can't go back now. I mean, you could. But do you want to? I mean, in all honesty, I don't think so. That would be silly. I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I'm kind of gone blank. Well, the rainbow is, I do the pinks, the blues, the yellows, and the peaches on the sides that don't have the shading on it. So right now I'm just getting all of the shaded sides done. And then I'll come back with the magentas and the cyans and the yellows. So I'm hoping to get all of this part done first. But otherwise, yes, I'm gonna come back and do the pretty little rainbow sides of them. I'm so glad. You guys make my day. And this is why I am so glad I started streaming. Because you guys are kind of awesome. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised that our doorbell hasn't rang yet. Wonder if the... I don't know where that cough came from. That came out of nowhere. Maybe they just kind of left the box on the doorstep and calmly walked away.
We've been having delivery issues out of Omaha because of the flooding, so maybe things are slow.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. I hope not. Because otherwise the dogs are going to starve. Because we have no dog food left.
Gilly heard you and got concerned.
The hellhounds are going to eat us tonight. So if you don't see me on stream next week, it's because all because of the flooding keeping the dog food from coming.
It was always going to end that way.
Should we start paying them tribute now? So maybe they'll let us survive a couple more days. Just start throwing some of the turkey from the fridge at them. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. They were absolutely begging for the bacon as I was making the candied bacon little smokies the other day. I had 2 dogs and a cat at my feet, just hoping and praying. And then eventually the cat wised up and like, oh, I can just jump on the counter and eat all of the bacon. No, cat? It's not how that works. I have 2 Xolos, or also known as the Mexican hairless. So I have 2 little Disney Coco dogs. That's how I always tell people. You know the dog in Coco? Dante? Yeah, those are the kind of dogs I have. Let's see if I can bring a picture up. See. Oh no. Please and thank you. Why did you log me out? That would mean. I guess I can show you the most recent picture I have of them that I put to Instagram. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but those are the puppers, my hellhounds, being them little selves. I'm just on my Instagram. So yes, those are my dogs. and this is how I harass them. Let's be honest. So I'm just that kind of mom. And of course we got the kiddos, the kittens. I haven't found a good name for the Kit Kats yet. Because I mean, the guinea pigs are the Grims and the dogs are the Hellhounds. Besides sovereign overlords, I don't know what to call the cats. So yeah, those are the puppers. Now let's see if I can bring the chat back up. Yep, the guinea pigs are naked as well. All of my animals are of the hairless variety. Which is why we so excitingly call them the nakeds. And I think at this point we're probably at our max of animals. I say another guinea pig will show up at the shelter and I'll be like, just one more, just one more. I'm getting a glare from my husband right now. See if I can get all of this in frame. I'm running out of space on my desk to move this. I mean, I suppose it all depends on who you ask. Because there are days where I'm like, I can handle more. More is fine. And then there are days where I'm like, why? Why? Oh, I need to plug in. Need to plug in. Okay. We are now attached to power, so my phone shouldn't just suddenly decide that I'm done streaming for me. Yep, that's always the danger of guinea pigs, especially when they're young and you can't quite sex them properly yet. Yup. Charlotte, the new babe. Because like I said, there are issues when working at a shelter, especially when you see something that you're like, I have all this stuff, I can take care of this sweet little babe, just let me take it home with me. Yeah, it was kind of funny with Charlotte. I don't know if I've told the story of Charlotte yet, because I saw her at the shelter I work at on Facebook on the day I wasn't working. And I'm like, they got a skinny pig in? I mean, I have some of the old stuff before the Grims moved into their current cage. So theoretically, I have another cage that I can put her in, and I have all the stuff. And so I'm starting to text my husband. I'm like, so there's this skinny pig. Isn't she adorable? Would you be mad at me? Would you be mad at me? It's like, you can tell me no, but if you don't respond, I'm just gonna go do this. I'm halfway there right now. If you don't respond anytime soon, this is gonna happen. Oh, by the way, here's a picture of her in my lap right now. I'm sorry, this is already happening. You're out of luck at this point. See, that's what I'm saying. If there's a possibility that, you know, you have to have everything in pairs. Right? Not that I'm like actively looking for another guinea pig, but if it just so happens that another pig appears out of nowhere, never mind the fact that I've got severe allergies to the hay that they eat, that's fine. Doesn't matter. That's what my mask is for. And I have to admit, I am super loving my Vogue mask. You just never know the difference it's gonna make until you have one. It doesn't hurt that there's unicorns all over it, because unicorns make everything better. Well, right now my mask is upstairs. But I think, I put it up on Twitter at one point. Oh, see, that's the way they do it. Like, oh, by the way, you remember this? Oh, and here's 2 cats. We're gonna keep them. You're welcome. I'm glad you could stop by. Losing focus. Losing focus. Da, da. Man, sometimes I just tweet way too much. You're welcome. Oh, man. Boop-a-doo. Just kind of scroll in. Let's see if I can search Twitter and color at the same time. Can I multitask? That is the question. We're about to find out. Short answer is not really. I feel like I passed it. I think it was after my, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Found it. I gotta unplug it. Here, have a good picture of my arm. That's my Vogue mask. It's got unicorns. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see if I can. I'm just awkward today, guys. You're welcome. Peanut and butter. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, focus, April. We will finish these crystals today. Well, I mean, the part of the crystals that we are planning on finishing today. You know what I mean. No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing the crystals probably into the summer. Let's not lie. But I'm okay with that. Totally worth it. Just made a project out of it. Yeah. I've gotten similar warnings from people as well. Not necessarily my husband, because my husband is a huge animal lover too. But from other people, and I'm like, but you don't live here. It's fine. It's okay. I promise. It's fine. Yeah. I'm hoping to get some of my tattoos expanded at some point. It's on my plan. It's one of those things that I just haven't gotten around to yet. But yeah, it's kind of weird how when you get one tattoo, all of a sudden you start planning on 20 more. Somehow they keep on amassing themselves. No, I just reconnected. Okay, I think I'm back. I think. There's something in the air today that is just like, nope. Nope. I was a little terrified of that before I got my tattoos. But, I mean, honestly, I don't remember much of the pain for any of mine at this point. I mean, I just remember it being kind of like a little bit of a scrape against the skin. But I also have this wonderful ability to just zone out. And I think that is why I've been able to just kind of sit through it. Well, and so I know some of you know that my grandmother passed away in December. And she loved hummingbirds, so I want to get a tattoo for her at some point. And Kirby did this gorgeous hummingbird that's coming out of this three-dimensional, not three-dimensional, this geometric shape. And I want to get something like that because I think that would be amazing. It's my hope at some point at least. And plus, you know, I've only got the 3 girls here right now, so I kind of need to get everybody else just a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. I like it. I like it a lot. Where would you get the semicolon? Because at one point I was contemplating getting a semicolon maybe on the back of my elbow. Not the back of my elbow. You know what I mean. The back of my arm above my elbow. And an ampersand. But kind of want to get the hummingbird and the rest of my nakeds first. The dog is utterly ridiculous. I don't even know what to do with his snoring right now. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how sensitive it is right behind the ear. But I know several people who have gotten one there. It's like, apparently I decided to get all of my current tattoos on some of the most sensitive parts of the body. Didn't do that by choice, it's just kind of what happened. Because like I said, I mean, I got this one along my wrist. And then I've got one that just crawls up my rib cage. And of course, the one up my rib cage was actually my first one. To be fair, it is a different kind of pain. But yes, I'm sure you will be perfectly fine. Yeah, I can't even imagine that kind of pain. Nope. Nope. We're getting there, guys. We just got this chunk and then whatever Merlin is flying on up there. Ooh, gotta stretch my back real quick. See, yeah, that's kind of what I relate it to as well. It's more of this like weird scratching sensation that, I mean, like not scratching normal skin, but something that's like super sensitive. And there are certainly spots where you're like, oh, yes, that is a needle going into my skin. But I mean, it's never been anything too traumatizing, at least for me. Because like I said, I've honestly forgotten most of the pain at this point. Yep, Merlin is lying on a crystal. He doesn't need a magic carpet. It's fine. It's fine. Speaking of magic carpet, has everybody seen the new trailer for Aladdin? Thoughts? Opinions? Do you want to see the new Disney movie? I mean, I'm a little conflicted about some of the remakes they're making. Because some of them are stories that I really, really love. And sometimes I feel like if you're doing the same exact thing, what are you really adding to the story? But, you know, I'm probably going to go see it because I'm just one of those people. I see all the Disney movies. It's a thing. It happens. It's fine. Dumbo does look amazing. Because I think they're really expanding the Dumbo universe, which I think is how they should do it instead of like exact remakes. So Dumbo is definitely on my radar. It's hard for me with Aladdin to picture anybody else but Robin Williams as the genie. It feels wrong to me. So I think that's probably why I'm a little leery of Aladdin. I've watched a couple different tattoo shows. I mean, I haven't in a while. Some of my favorites, though, are those tattoo contests. Internet, come back. We're so close to being done. We're so close to being done. You can hold out just a little bit longer. Dear Internet, I love you. Please love me back. I will bake you a cookie, and then I will eat it for you. Just please work. Please. We're almost there, guys. Just needs to hold out for another 20 minutes or so. That's what I'm hoping. I have faith. I probably should have done my internet dance before I started streaming today. It's probably where I failed. tribute each time before I start a stream. Today I bring you all of the Girl Scout cookies from the freezer. I'm sorry I ate most of them, but I give you what's left of the Girl Scout cookies. Whew. Made me a little lightheaded. Well, I'm glad you could stop in. Thank you, Robin. I look forward to seeing the number on your next reading wrap-up, because wasn't the last one like 44? Because you're amazing like that. And I hope you get well soon. That one really hurt my throat, not gonna lie. Ooh, are we talking about all getting together and watching Dumbo together? Because I like this idea. I like it a lot. That, and I'm pro at sneaking food into the movie theater. It's kind of funny. The last couple times we've gone and seen a movie, I've snuck in some of my dairy-free nacho cheese because I was bound and determined to have nachos. I don't know why I'm this crazy, but I am. So I just had a little container full of dairy-free nacho cheese just hanging out in my purse. Because I'm cool like that. Go to the movie theater in style. Yeah, Robin's a bit of a reading machine. I don't know how she does it. She's kind of amazing like that. And that was just 1 month's worth of reading. I don't know. Yep. So it looks like we're going to have food covered for this movie. Sometimes I like to sneak in Skittles as well. I'm going crazy right now, doing multiple sections at once. Going rogue. Mainly because I see the end in sight. Da. Try not to get too overexcited, because I think the internet is listening. If I get too excited. I'm like, am I back? Am I? It's like my screen is completely dark, but I can see my hands moving on. So the rest of the stream is just going to be me periodically going like this, because obviously that is conducive to what I need to do. Okay, we've got 10 more minutes. I promise we will make it through this. It's gonna happen. You guys are all amazing for sticking through this with me. I send you all virtual cookies. Ooh, pickle! Yes, please, please and thank you. I will take pickles. I'm a fan of pickles. I eat all kinds of pickles. I eat pickles in a pouch. I eat fried pickles. Sliced pickles. Home pickled pickles. Uh-oh. I'm hearing a pupper run around. Oh. Did you just trip down the stairs, dog? Oh, you are my graceful child. You and your long limbs. The last stair is always optional, guys. It's better if you just do a somersault over that last stair. Trust me. It's 10 times more fun. Yeah. Albus isn't the stealthiest of dogs. Let's see, if he had to catch food for himself in the wild, he'd probably starve. Let's be honest. Huh? 5 minutes, internet. Just 5 minutes. Oh yeah, May. I would be up a creek without a paddle if I had to catch my own food. Or make my own food, or grow my own food even. Because everything I tried to grow, I either underwater or overwater. There's no in between for me. Excuse me. Hi. Can I help you? Do you want to see something kind of ridiculous right now, guys? Okay, I'm going to get this crystal done, and then I'm going to show you what this dog is doing right now. See if I can get this blended a little better. Okay, you ready for this? Hello, dogger. So if you all of a sudden see dog paws on stream, Albus has decided that he can color better than I can. I'm gonna have to blend that out a little better with the colored pencils. For whatever reason, that just doesn't want to blend. He's my little bat. Pretty sure he could fly away. He'd give Dumbo a run for his money. There's the doorbell. And nobody cared. That's new.
Maybe it's only when they see him.
Possibly. Since they're downstairs with us. Didn't realize there was a human being who just walked up to the door. So good news. I will be back next week. I will not be eaten by the hellhounds. Oh. Okay, bye. Oh, goodness. Okay, I think we just have Merlin's crystal. Right? I was wondering what we would color. I mean, I have no idea what I should choose to color next week. Like, no idea whatsoever. It'll be anybody's guess. Let's be honest. I still keep thinking that at the end of this page, I should have a giveaway for everybody who's stuck through me with all of this coloring. And be like, for sticking it out with me, let me give you a coloring book of your own and all of the coloring supplies that I used so that you can go and relive the nightmare. Relive the nightmare. So, that might happen still. That's not off the table. Okay, let me put the caps back on these. Except for we're on 8 streams of just Crystal May. 8. And I'm sure we're gonna end up at like 27. Let's be fair. Okay, let's see if I can bring you guys up a little bit so that you can see this whole thing. It's gonna get a little wobbly. Oh, I put this tripod up backwards today. And we're going up. Can we? We're tilted weird, aren't we? There we go. That is where we are ending today. We've got all of the shaded sides of the crystals done. I'll probably come back with colored pencils and fill in some of these transitions, but then we go on to the colorful sides, which takes twice as long, but totally worth it. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today and dealing with all of the interesting technical issues. I will be back probably with more crystals. Let's be honest, that's most likely what's going to happen next week at 11 Central. And I heart your beautiful faces.